Tere, and as we say in New Zealand, kia ora tātou katoa. Thank you for having me here today, remotely, but very much with you in spirit and in purpose. It won't be lost on anyone that this summit is being held just 1,000 kilometres away from a brutal war of aggression. This sets the context for a contest of values playing out today in the digital domain. The war is directed principally at Ukraine, and the international community has rightly condemned and rejected Russia's aggression against its neighbour. But the conflict is also being waged in cyberspace, where it is directed much more broadly at our liberal democratic societies and values, at our way of life, in a reckless effort to intimidate, to undermine, and to upend the global order by force. Just 2 weeks ago, I returned from a visit to New York, where multilateral negotiations on cyber issues are advancing, even as access to these by civil society and the private sector is being eroded. In these discussions and elsewhere in the digital environment, our commitment to multi-stakeholder governance and a free, open, secure and globally connected internet is being challenged. This, at a time when collaborative approaches to problem solving are desperately needed, drawing on the best governments, the tech sector and civil society have to offer, working together. At the same time as the infrastructure for solving global challenges is under threat, so too this conflict is being directed into our societies, often in surprising ways. The democratic institutions and forums that enable our societies to debate, work through and reach agreement on key issues are becoming a contested space for organised online information operations. A battle space where the advocates of collapse, those who would peddle disinformation, many of whom profiting a long way, hold court. A place where successful role models become a target and where the values that underpin our liberal societies are under assault. This is a challenging time to be a small, liberal, digitally connected democracy, something I know Estonia understands all too well. It would be easy to be pessimistic in this environment. Information operations rely on radicalisation, and radicalisation often doesn't follow a linear path of reasoning. It operates obliquely, sowing doubt and then division, and in the most extreme cases, hatred, seeking to pick apart our social fabric. Despite this, our societies remain strong, prosperous and resilient, in part because of the efforts we've made to foster digital inclusion, digital literacy, and the responsible deployment of technologies. In part, perhaps, because we have a very good story to tell about what the future holds. Fundamentally, digital innovation is part of the story, both the product of open societies and an enabler of openness. The theme of this year's forum is trusted digital connectivity. If we want trust and connectivity at a global scale, we need to boost our efforts and we need to work together. Governments will need to help each other to prioritise efforts where they are most needed, building proper multi-stakeholder governance, open, accessible standards and institutions, and better ways to respect and promote human rights online. We take this approach to our work with Estonia and other partners on the Christchurch call. It's also the spirit we bring to the Freedom Online Coalition, Denmark's Tech for Democracy initiative, the Global Partnership for Action on Gender-Based Online Harassment and Abuse, and the Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence. Making real progress towards trusted connectivity will require us to face up to and solve difficult problems. One of those is how we see our values reflected in the systems built by artificial intelligence and machine learning. In the Christchurch call, we're working with a small coalition of companies and governments to build new privacy-enhancing technology to simplify the process of studying algorithmic outcomes on social media platforms. If successful, this will open a wider field, offering ways to understand and share insights across multiple data providers without compromising the private data of individuals. Smart initiatives like this give me optimism about the way ahead. I hope this week's Helen Summit offers many more such ideas, relationships and insights to help us build an open, free, secure, digital future upon a global, interconnected internet. That in turn is critical to realise the promising future for all that our societies and those across the globe want and deserve. Kia kaha, ngā mihi manaha kia koutou.